Hello, everyone. Welcome to Cookie Decorating Live with Hani and Friends. I'm Hani. How is it going, guys? I am your host and founder of Hanielas.com, my sweet and savory food blog. It is so nice to see you, everyone. It feels like forever since we last saw each other. How was your Halloween, guys? Let me know in the comment section. Hopefully, you're not stuck with too much of leftover candy. And as you know, now we are fully in the fall. We wrapped up the spooky season, and I am personally ready for some fall stuff and just some cozy feelings and all that good stuff. So who is here today? Let's see who is in here. Hi, Byron. How is it going? Hello. Is this Judy? I always get it wrong. Multi-gem girl. Hello, hello. Hello. Hola. Hi, Kathy. Hello, Sally. Sunny Manhattan. Hello, hola. Is it Roa? I hope I'm not messing up your name. Welcome. Hello, Melody. It's nice to see you, everyone. So today we are going to focus on table setting cookies. I don't know if you guys know, but I am a huge fan of table setting cookies. I've made quite a few in the past. Let me just bring up this screen. These are probably my oldest ones, maybe 20 years old. These I made for a friend of ours, and you can see the same kind of idea with the ribbon. And I made similar ones a few years back. These are also posted here on my YouTube channel and all on my blog. And then the most recently, these are maybe 2 years old. So I really like to mix it up every year, and you can bring in different colors and different themes with your cookies and make it more interesting and fun for you. I also created live stream newsletter. For those of you who are new to the live stream, please consider signing up for the newsletter. You can find a link in the newsletter itself. Let me grab the link. Actually, I forgot to do that. And in this newsletter, it's a free newsletter. It focuses on the live stream itself. It's separate from the newsletter that I send out weekly. And let's see if I can get the link. Okay, I think I have it. Yes, I got it here. So you can just have a look at all the things that are included there. I included all the links to the tutorials I already mentioned. Let me put it in the comment section. And I see more people are coming in. Thank you for joining. Hello, Charlie. Hi, Charlie. Finally made it. I'm so glad you are doing well. Hello, Diane. Hi, June. And hello, Bobby from sunny Central Florida. Nice to see you. So I tied today's project with fortune cookies. That's another favorite. I love fortune cookies. And I made some fortune cookies for the tutorial. I got a recipe on the blog. I also put the link in the newsletter there. And so I thought I would kind of tie it with our decorated cookies. And I created these flat cookies with a little scroll that includes a fun message. What I did, guys, oh my God, thanks for ChatGPT. So in ChatGPT, I asked ChatGPT to create fun fortune cookie message inspired by, let's say I did Star Wars, I did Wizard of Oz, and I also did Friends. Friends were a little too specific. There were names like Rachel and Joey, and I didn't kind of care for the names because if you're putting it out on a Thanksgiving table, people may not understand. And then I actually did tongue twisters. So I think this is going to be a great conversation starter at the table. And my goal is to bring laughter to a Thanksgiving table. So I hope you will enjoy this tutorial. Okay, let's see who is. And if you have any questions during the live stream, please don't hesitate to put them in a comment section. We're also streaming to Facebook and Instagram. Those of you who are watching on Instagram, I know you're probably seeing it as horizontal video. So hop onto YouTube where you can watch it and you can see better and you can actually comment and I can see your comments. Hello, Wendy. Thank you, Wendy. I'm so glad that, how did you hear about the live stream? Let me know in the comment section. All right. I hope I didn't miss anything. Sometimes. Oh, I wanted to tell you today, guys. I know many of you are still. It's 7 o'clock here in Spain, but today it's a really special day. In the sky, we're having a super moon. It's a beaver moon. If you are into moon watching, I love watching moon, especially when it's full moon. But also at different stages. It's so beautiful. But today it's special because it's very close to. It's very close. I think it's 222,000 miles away or something like that. And that's causing it to be appearing bigger, 14 to 17% larger. And it's also 30% brighter. So check out the moon tonight. All right. So I think we can get, oh, here. Oh, those of you who are subscribed to the newsletter, you already received these. These are actually free fortune cookie messages that you can print and you can include them with your cookies, or if you don't want to include them on the cookie, you can just put it in a small envelope. Let me grab a link where you guys can get these. All you have to do is sign up for the newsletter and you can print these, and they're really fun. I mean, I know I can be goofy sometimes, but I think it's good to be goofy and bring some laughter. Okay, so let me, yes, these are the ones. All right, so let's put the link in there. Paste. Okay. You are jealous of you. I'm jealous of you getting to see a beautiful sky. Oh, is it not clear, I guess, where you are? I'm sorry. But you know, tomorrow, well, yeah, it's, I think yesterday and today it's the biggest moon. It will appear the biggest. All right, so here is the link in the comment section on Facebook and YouTube. You guys have a link there where you guys can sign up for the newsletter. And when you sign up, you'll be prompted to go to your email, confirm your subscription, and then you will get these free fortune cookie sayings, or whatever you want to call them. I mean, some of these are really, really funny. I was laughing when I was printing these out. So let's get started with the tutorial. Oh, as I follow you now, your videos will pop up as part of my algorithm. Yay! Even if I haven't received a notification. Oh, that's fantastic. You can also help algorithm understand that you enjoy these videos by liking the video, sharing the video, commenting, and I don't know, talking about it. It will help algorithm to understand that you enjoy these and you will not miss any more of these. If you do miss them, I suggest signing up for the newsletter, because I sent the reminder 1 hour before the live stream and sometimes even a couple days before, when I share the weekly newsletter. And I also put out the reminders on Instagram, Facebook, and Patreon. All right, so let's bring up the screen here, if I can figure it out. All right, so it's this one. So first we're going to, oh, I forgot one very important thing. How did I make the hole? So let's see, let's have a look. Oh, it's been a while since I did this, right? So let's have a look. I should have a little, oh, here it is, little video. In case you, let's replay that. It was very quick. Actually, this is my new recipe. It's cream cheese latte cookies. I will have it out really soon with a surprise project I've been working on for quite a while now. So I can't wait to share it with you. Hello, Lovebug. Oh, and this is Kim. Lovebug is Kim. Hi, Kim. All right, so I think I'm ready now. Let's get to decorating. So you can see these cookies, they baked, even though there is no baking soda, but they bake with very slight dome. So I decided to decorate the underside. And as you can see, I use perforated matte because it has that nice textured grid on there. And what I'm going to do now first, we're going to outline this. I'm using about 20-second consistency here. Normally I don't do this, but we're going to use a runnier icing for this project because we need extra time to do all those lines. So I wanted to make sure that my icing doesn't crust while I'm doing the lines because I want them to sink in. And so I'm using this slightly thicker icing, but making the lines super fine. So I did an outline around the holes, and now we're just going to go around the perimeter. And this cutter, it's a fluted edge. I love these fluted edge cutters. Yeah, and I know it can be pain to decorate. So if you don't feel like using this cutter, just use a regular. You could use pretty much any shape when I think about it. Just make sure that you have two holes in there so you can attach that little message in there. And now we are going to switch to about 10-second consistency here. And that little border that I made, it's going to help keep the icing from kind of falling out of that perimeter. So you don't have to worry about that. All right. We have a few more comments. Thank you, Sally. Yes, I was wondering, why can you see the moon? Now, I'm using a thick scribe tool here, distributing the icing evenly so we can get the plaid going. And you probably noticed that I've got a grid underneath. I mean, it's pretty visible, right? You don't need to use a grid. I'm using it just so you can see that if you're struggling with straight lines, or if you're struggling with the positioning of the first line, you can center it, and this can kind of help you figure out where to start piping the first line. So I'm starting horizontal line, I'm starting it in the middle and also vertical in the middle. You could also do it on an angle. If you feel like doing something different, go ahead and try that. Otherwise, we're going to use 4 colors. I decided to use, we're going to be doing red, orange, yellow, and kind of like a navy blue. And my red, all the colors are about, you can actually get away with 10 to 15-second consistency with these. And to make sure that the line is super fine, don't make the opening on a piping bag too big. If you make it too big, then it's going to, because obviously it's going to sink into the base layer. So as it sinks, it also spreads a little bit. So if it's too large, the opening is too big, your line is going to be kind of bulky. But if that's the look you're looking for, go for it. So now we're going to switch to a different color. And you can see it's yellow, but it's like almost like mustard yellow. And to get this kind of muted yellow, I didn't want to use super bright lemon yellow because to me it's not fall. Although some leaves have kind of bright yellow, but I decided to go with kind of a mustard yellow. So what I did, I added a little bit of ivory to mute it down. And you can actually add it to all the colors, to your red, to your orange, and also to your yellow. And I'm piping the line fairly close to the red line. And then again, we're going to switch. And now I'm using orange. So I'm adding another line. Do you have a template for the plaid design? I do have that. If you look, I think in my coffee shop, you can grab it in the coffee shop. I think if you type plaid, I think it will come up, but I don't know if it's this exact design. Make sure that you look at the pictures that are in the hero pictures. Kathy has a great question. So the lines are done wet on wet. Does it matter? Can I do these dry base? Yes, of course you can do these on dry. The only thing is they will not sink in. So my goal was to create kind of like a seamless layer, but you can absolutely do these once this dries. You can do it afterwards as well. It's just going to be raised. That's all. That's the only difference. So now I'm adding the blue in between, kind of. All right, and let's do this Do you want to do it one more time? I actually forgot the orange. Has anybody noticed? Because I noticed this afterwards. I was like, oh, but it doesn't matter. So you can add the orange, or if you forget one layer, you can add it afterwards. So here's another take. Here I'm starting with the yellow, so you can play around with different combinations, how you want to do it. And one thing, I mean, this is something that we all struggle with. The little bulb, like when you're piping, anytime you pipe a line, even when using piping consistency icing, sometimes when you squeeze the piping bag a little too much in the beginning, just like the little bulb comes out, like that little bulb. It can be prevented by squeezing the bag very lightly. Just let some icing come out, and then anchor it and immediately move in the direction you want to move. That way you can avoid that initial kind of bulb there. And now we have to switch to a different color. And these can be made in a variety of different colors. If you do these are for fall, but you can also do this for other holidays, or they don't have to be holiday related. Maybe somebody's favorite colors. You can do ombre. Maybe you can do, let's say you want to do purple, just make 3 shades of purple and do that, and maybe do one contrasting color in the middle. This can be done in so many different ways. And now we have to do the orange one. Sometimes I get sugar lumps in my icing because powdered sugar here now, it's not ideal. So that's, if you don't see the piping bag, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to clean the opening, and you should do that frequently anyway. Have a damp towel or something on hand and just clean the. If you're using a piping tip, I would suggest using number 1 for this. And just an update, my last test came back negative and my CT scan came back clear. Woohoo! So this is Kim. This is her update on her treatment. That's fantastic. I'm so glad. I know last time we saw you, you were just getting the test, I think, done. And to make this lovely blue, what you guys can do, you can use royal blue and you can add just a touch of black to it. Ah, so pretty. All right, so now we're almost done with this step. After this step, you have to let everything dry. So that's going to take, I'd say, 8 to 12 hours. You can just set these aside on a tray and have them air dry. You can have a little fan running close by, and the air circulation helps promote drying, and it also creates that nice sheen on your icing. All right, so let's remove this and let's bring up my screen here. But before we do that, I wanted to take a little break. You know how much I like the icing break. So let's take a little icing break. And this means, do you guys know what this means? I've got some pictures to share with you. So I've got Charlie. Charlie's here. And I can't wait to share these with you. Oh my gosh, Charlie, thank you so much for sending these. You've been doing so well. And also, look at these. I love these. And these are for, I guess this is for Halloween, and also some fall books, right? And then these, look at these. These are, bravo, Charlie. Wow. Very detailed. I hope you are still here. Thank you for sending these in. I wonder how large these are. They do look maybe 5 inches. I love these. Library pumpkin cookies. So cool. And we also have, let's have a look. We also have Sally sent me her projects from last 2 weeks. As you guys know, Sally, she's a regular here on live stream in the comment section at Sally BR. And Sally donates her baked goods to excellent causes, to a homeless shelter and also to a local hospice. And she makes a lot of different treats. I absolutely love the ones on the left. I mean, they're all great, but I was so mesmerized by the ones you made with dough and marker. And a spider. I love that spider. And her signature Oreos covered in dipped in chocolate. And look at these 3D pieces. I know Halloween is over, but these were just shared this past week, and I have to share them with you. There is a very special project coming up that I can't wait to show you. And these are one of my favorites. I think they are Milana cookies. Oh my goodness, I would eat those. Like they're so good. Heart cookies. And look at this cross stitch. This is my favorite. Like I used to do cross stitch a lot. That's how I started, I think. And I love the one on the right. Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. And I think we are almost there. I want to just highlight, look at all these Halloween colors. This is maybe inspiration for next year for you guys. And these, oh my gosh, do you love the cowboy ghost? I have not seen a color like that. And this is the project that I wanted to highlight. Oh my goodness, Sally followed the tutorial from Patreon. If you are members of Patreon, you probably have seen it there. And wow, it turned out amazing. Thank you so much to both of you for sharing your beautiful cookies. Yes. So thank you, thank you. And now I think we are ready to continue with this project. Let me switch the cameras here. And let's see, I think it's this one. All right. Bringing in my hands. Okay. So this is the one cookie that I didn't finish. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to add an outline to make it look a bit more polished. So we're going to do an outline and then we're going to dip it in. I've got gold sending sugar here. And when I say gold, it's yeah, it has a color of gold. You can also use white sending sugar if you don't have this particular color. So that's what I will be using. I wanted to kind of tie it with kind of the tone of the design. And here I've got this is about piping consistency icing here, and let's have a look, compare it side by side. Do you guys see lagging in the video? Because I feel like it's a bit broken up. I hope you can see okay. So the color I was trying to, it's not the same, but it will suffice for this. But you want to kind of aim for a similar color so you get nice coverage. Okay, I'm going to set this aside. I also have here, this is a coffee filter. You can also use a bead tray. And this is where I'm going to put my cookie and then add the sanding sugar on top of it, so I don't have sanding sugar on the table. Okay. And guys, is this okay for you? The comment section on a screen. Can you see them okay? Should I make it a little? Well, I think that's the biggest I can make it here. Or would this be better? Which way do you prefer? The vertical or this wide option? Let me know. So we have the wide setting, and then I have this tall Oh no, this one, tall setting. So let me know which one you find that it reads better. I need help with making my icing either too thin or thick. I've tried different recipes, but still not right. Well, the recipe, I like the tall setting. Okay, we'll do the tall. So when it comes to recipes, like for example, my recipe comes out thick straight off the mixer. I like it thick because then I have control of the consistency. So starting thick, and then you can add water to thin it down to a different consistency. I've got a, oh, Charlie likes it on the side. Okay, somebody please let me know how you like it. So we can kind of decide because now it's one-to-one. I've got a tutorial on my blog and also on YouTube that explains how to use different consistencies and how to achieve them and how they kind of look when you are mixing the icing so you don't add too much water. I know my problem was when I started, and it will occasionally happen as well, even now, that the icing is, let's say, too runny, because you added too much liquid. So I always tell people when they are starting out to use a timer instead of counting in your head. I'm sure you've heard 10 second, 15 second, even I use that terminology. And as you get better at figuring out your consistency, you will not count anymore because you're just going to use your the visual clues to see if it's fluid enough. But in the beginning, it's good to, this way it's covering my face. Oh, it is. Hello, Heather. How is it going? The original black background under your picture is much easier to read. So like this. Okay, we will figure this out together. So let me know. Yeah, that's important. Which way it's easier to read for you. I actually feel like this is also easier to read, but hopefully it's not in a way of the. Yeah, you can see the cookie clearly, right? I think you can. It took you a year to perfect my icing. Hang in there. Yes, exactly. It does take a little bit of time, and don't get discouraged. We it's just a matter of time. The one thing when it's too runny, I find that then it does. It falls off the cookie. Or if you're trying to do wet on wet, like we did today in the plaid design, for the icing to sink in, it has to be fluid enough so it sinks in. And if you make it too runny, you saw me doing the outline. That's going to help prevent icing from going over the border there. So I'm going to put on my reading glasses. Hopefully I can see close. I can't see anything that's on a screen, but that's okay. All right, so now I'm going to outline. And you can see I'm just going back and forth. And now immediately I'm going to bring in my coffee filter into view and then place the cookie on there. And now we can dust it with sanding sugar. What's important when using sanding sugar like this, unless you're looking for that texture all over the cookie, that the icing is dry. If it's just a little bit damp, it's going to stick to those areas. So make sure that it's fully dry. Now I'm going to lift it up. And I think it looks more polished and finished now. Before we can attach our little message, we are going to let the border dry, give it about an hour or so, and then you can attach your messages. So I'm going to show you how to do the messages. Let me just put this in a container. All right. So here are the little messages. You just need to cut these out. As I mentioned earlier, you can get these. Gosh, this is just getting used to this. It's really hard. Oh, all right. Let's see. I have learned to use a fine spray pump bottle and pump just a little bit of water. Yes, exactly. Use that. That's actually, I gotta tell you, that's invention by Gail from, she doesn't decorate cookies anymore, but this was years ago. You can also use a little dropper. If you have a dropper, you can use a little dropper to, here, you can see it maybe better here, to get the water in. But spray bottle works. For me, I love using spray bottle because it just, you can use it, you can just mist it. So it works really, really well. Thank you for mentioning that, Melody, also, because you can easily add too much water. All right. So here we're going to, what was I saying? I lost my track of thought. All right. So here you want to print this. This is on cardstock. I did that by accident. You want to print it on regular copy paper so you can easily then make a scroll and you can roll it up. You know, super easy to roll it up. I already have this kind of pre-roll, but if you want to, let's see if I can find it. Oh, here it is. I found another use for my boo-boo stick, and that's rolling these babies up. Okay, so let's see if, okay, I want to see if there is an, where is the Star Wars one? Oh, I don't think it's on here. There was one, I think it was like, may the forks be with you or something like that. It was really funny. Then the tongue twisters, don't ask me to say that. It's greedy gobblers grab the gooey gravy. I wish we could repeat it together. Oh, here, this one is good. You will soon meet your destiny, covered in gravy. Or let's say, a wise person knows seconds are better than leftovers. And, you know, funny things like that. Or you will soon discover that pie is the universe's apology for green beans. So there are more of them, but I thought I had no, there's no Star Wars here. So let's see, let's do today's fortune. You'll say just one bite and then we're gonna. So what you can do, you can roll them up using this tool, super easy. And then you have a little scroll. What I decided to do is use a fine gold, this twine, let's say, because I didn't want to use anything bulky, and I ended up using 12-inch ruler here. So I'm just gonna cut 12 inches here, and let's see. I think there are new comments coming in, but for some reason I can't see them. Oh. Yes, you definitely have more. I agree. I think you have more control with the spray. All right. So now that I've got this little gold thread cut, we can, I'm gonna find a middle here, and now let's get this scroll in. First, I figured out that I had to tie the scroll, so it's not going to open. I think this is probably more time consuming than actually making the cookies. All right, so now I just tied a little knot, and now you've got a scroll that can be attached onto the cookie. Okay, now I have to figure out which one it's dry. So this one is dry. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put a piece of paper towel here so we can work on a paper towel. And I'm going to thread two of these so we can tie it with, I'm gonna make a knot. And we can thread these through one through each hole. Oops. It's a bit easier when I was filming the video than it is live. So it goes down, and then all you have to do is pull it from this side like this, and then turn it upside down. And I'm going to just tie it with a loose one and then thread it back up. I know it looks complicated. It's so worth it. Just imagine the laughter you're going to share with your family. Oh, I know which one I did. I also did Godfather for the. Those were really good. So you can play with ChatGPT and make your own. Whatever prompt you're gonna give it to, it's going to create something really fun, and you can tweak it. And now we're just going to tie. You can just do a knot, or you can do a little. Okay, it's like practicing tying the shoes. All right, so here is our cute little plaid fortune, or what do we call it? Fortune message cookies for table setting, or you could. It doesn't have to be table setting. It could be a fun little, I don't know, present for someone. Maybe someone loves Friends or maybe Game of Thrones, and you want to surprise them with maybe some trivia questions or something like that. And you can create something like this, something you can enjoy all together, maybe friends, and you'll have fun. Color me impressed at how well and fast she tied that with one hand. With one hand. I did something with one. Okay, thank you. I can do something well. So guys, so this is how you can create these fun plaid cookies. I hope you enjoyed today's live stream. Thank you so much for being here. And that is for today's Cookie Decorating Live. I hope you had fun hanging out today, and I will see you again in 2 weeks. Don't forget to give this live stream thumbs up or a little heart wherever you are watching from. Thank you. Thank you, Kathy. Thank you, Sally. Guys, enjoy your day. Really cute idea. You already had Canadian Thanksgiving. You could use this for Christmas. It's not, I think it's, I know I said it's for Thanksgiving because I use Thanksgiving theme messages, but you can you can use this for anything, I think. And it's really fun. So guys, it was nice to see you, and I hope you will have a wonderful, wonderful, oops, what did I do here? Oops. Oh, I'm on the whole screen. Wonderful rest of the week, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys.